Hey guys, this is Robert Dailey with the Recreational Woodworker. In our last video, we built a corner cabinet for our kitchen remodel. For that corner cabinet, I am installing a Lazy Susan, and today I wanted to show you the hardware kit. Now, before we get started, I am not sponsored by, looks like Rev-A-Shelf, and I paid full price for this. This is just the product that my parts supplier had, and this is what I chose to install. Or in the part one of this video, I showed you the website I ordered it from and the style that I'm using. And of course, if you're building a different style cabinet, you'll want that specific style of shelf. But in the plans, I'll have a link to the cabinet that I build, the hardware that fits, and the instructions that will go with this video. So let's get this guy open and let's see what all comes in the box, and then we'll talk through how to install it. Alright guys, so I opened up the box and this is what it comes with. It comes with two, what's called the kidney shape or Pac-Man style Lazy Susans. I will say that I have absolutely no complaints about the quality of this. The quality looks great, and it was $160, and I think based on the quality I'm seeing of this, it's already pre-finished. Everything I'm seeing, I think that is a fair price for what you get. So it comes with two of these guys that look to be identical. And then it comes with your pole and the hardware to mount it. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. And it looks like I'm going to have to add some type of top support to my cabinet. I kind of assumed I would, so that's not really an issue at all. So this is your pole, goes through the center right there. So Lazy Susan hardware, this looks like that's what sits on the base right there. And then looks like this is our matching top bracket that will go right here for the ends of the pole. It goes right there, like so. I'm sure there's a way to tighten that down. So this looks like, okay. So here we go. I'm going through the parts now, that way I know what I'm doing basically. So that's gonna go right there. Oh, it looks like it's got even a little stop, so that way the Lazy Susan knows where to stop. Okay, so that's gonna go like that. Okay, good deal. Let's see. So that's our other stop. And then okay, so that looks like that's going to go right there. And then that's going to be the stop for the center Lazy Susan, and it's got a screw right here that you will tighten down to lock that into position. It looks like it's like a Phillips 3 or possibly even a square, so that'll go there. And then we have, let's see, this guy I'm not too sure about, to be honest. Doesn't go there, 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 might go there. Oh, maybe it sits on top of the Lazy Susan, and this and that clamp together on the Lazy Susan. Okay, so that's that. Not a lot of pictures here. I always prefer pictures over words. I guess that's just from playing with Legos. Just the way I am wired. Okay, so we have that. We have our screws. We have our long screws. I have plenty of other screws if I decide I need them. That is our stop. That's our stop. This looks like it just sits right here on the pole, and it has this little divot so you know, so it will stop in the right spot. I think that's really clever. And then when you're done, it almost just will roll back to its 0 position. So that's the base. I'm sure this is the top. Let's see. Yep, that's the top right there. This is the bottom, and it has a little notch right here. That was really clever. So this one just fits into this shaft right here and holds in place. That'll be our top. The bottom has this little notch cut out and is the same as the outside diameter, and that also holds it in place and keeps it from rotating. This top doesn't really have anything preventing it from twisting and rotating, but that is just more of a stabilizer, it looks like. Okay guys, here's what we got. I've got my cabinet here. I'll need to add a bracket basically right above that. Reading the instructions, this is my line. Inside cabinet references for 28-inch trays. So basically I'm going to line this little guy up with my face frame, and it basically says that I could go, and that will make the front of my cabinet flush, and that is what I want. So Lazy Susan will clear my door, and I'll have plenty of clearance there, front and back, side to side. Alright guys, so I've got my template cut out at those lines. That line's going to be flush with the front of my cabinet, and then I'll still have plenty of room for my overlaid doors. If I was doing an inset, I could move it in, and either way there is clearance based on these plans. So let's get in here, tape you down, and we're just taping this down enough to pre-drill these holes. So that'll be super easy. Alright, that should be enough. Now I'm just going to take my awl, and I don't know if you can see it, I've got the camera kind of wide angled just so you can see everything inside the cabinet. There's little plus marks right here in the center where we're going to pre-drill our holes, and I'm just going to make a divot right there. There. And this is just an awl, it's basically just a sharp pokey stick, and it helps you reference what you need to reference so that your drill bits don't walk on you as much, and just helps you be a little bit more precise. So now I'm just going to pre-drill this. Those are my holes. So this guy right here is going to go right here like that. I have, looks like 3/4 inch pan head screws, but the rest are bugle head screws, so I'm just going to use these. It'll be totally fine, right? And again, I've got so many screws for different things that if I run out of these, I can just go grab some. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my screw, insert right here, and then I'm going to index it to this hole right there, and then not even get it tight. I'm going to leave it loose like that. Now I'm going to grab my next screw, and then I know my head's probably blocking the way, but I'm going to drop it into this hole alternate of it, diagonal. Make sure I reference it into that hole. We're good, and then I'll slowly tighten that down. Uh-oh. Too much torque. That was bad. Turn your torque down on your drill so you don't strip out stuff that doesn't need to be stripped out. And then that aligns us the way we need to be aligned. Now we just put the other 2 screws in there. This honestly guys is super easy. There's nothing really that complex about this. Now we're going to take this guy like this, and that just sets right there. See how that, as it rotates, it just kind of dink, indexes. And then now we're just going to take it and insert it in like that, and this will sit like that. Not very stable. Okay, I'm going to now, we need to put our top on, so that, oh yep, those will use the bugle heads. Slide this onto the pole. I'm actually glad I don't have my little center mounting point there right now. This could totally be installed in a cabinet. Come on. I know it locks into place. There it goes, locked into place. This could totally be installed into an existing cabinet. So now, we just need to pivot that around so those holes line up. Right there, right in here. So I've got my holes lined up, and I'm just made sure I'm not gonna over tighten these. There we go. And it's dancing around because there's no support up at the top. But now I need to set this top bracket. And it's super adjustable. I mean, obviously if you overloaded this thing, you'd overload it. But I'm just gonna slide it onto the top. And remember, this top hole comes down all the way out of the way, so you can even take this guy out if you need to. I'm gonna slow down my drill and then turn the torque down. Loosen that just a little bit, and I'm gonna say about right there is right. It'll be really easy to move this when I'm done. So I think that's positioned about right. That's not going anywhere. If it does go somewhere, then that is easy enough to get. So I'm gonna set this guy on right there, and you can see it indexes right there. So it looks like I need to be like that. Now let's see if you can fit this guy through the door. I guess there is a hold up, so you can get this through the door. It's just gonna be easier for me to go through the top like this. It's gonna go right there. You can see the lines on the pins. No big deal. This guy comes, it's right here. Boom. And you can see, now it's aligned. I might need to fine tune that a little bit. And because I'm out of balance still, you can see that that is no bueno. But if I hold it, you can see I can access the back, it stops, and then take it around, indexes to the front, and then I can put my door on. Now I'm gonna make a little wooden cleat that's gonna go across this and this on the inside. And then I'll use my template to mount the other bracket. And then just slide that up. That will hold it in place to keep it from rubbing back there. See where it rubs right there? You can see the clearance right there of what I had. So yeah, if I made this little piece right here just a little bit longer, came like there. Made this a little bit longer right there, I could have squeezed a 30-inch in, because see, I've got at least an inch right there and an inch right there. But you know what? That's okay. I like the 28-inch. It's gonna work. Corner cabinets always have wasted space no matter what you do. I think this is about the best solution. Okay guys, this guy was super easy to install with these templates. I'll tell you about what I did up here in just a second. But I've got the stops where it's done, so whenever you flip it, you can flip it 180 degrees. Falls into a little guy right there and will stop so you can access everything. And then it will stop just enough, but then once you get close enough, it'll index to its stopping point. This bottom one is the same way. Just like that. Very nice, very, very nice. So the stop is adjustable right there, so I can adjust the height of that shelf very easily. And then let me show you this guy. So that's that bracket on the underside. It's just like the top one, you just index it to where it's there. Now I'll show you what I did here. It's really, really simple. It just looks like a lot of painter's tape. First thing I did is I grabbed a piece of scrap plywood that was big enough to fit. There wasn't really a lot that went into that decision other than me looking at my pile, grabbing this piece of wood, oh, that'll fit. I then brought it in and just traced these lines flush, cut those off, clamped it in place, screwed it in place. Now I can remove my clamps. Now this guy is for a purpose. My jig, or my pattern, my template, I flushed up with the front of my cabinet, right? Now, if I were to try to fold that down and then drill, that would throw off my marks. So I took an offcut, I think one of these offcuts from this, and put right there, taped in place. Then I could mark my pattern, and then I just drilled straight down all the way through into my base, and then got my screwdriver, came in underneath. Where are you? Came in underneath and put those screws in right there. Very, very easy. And then I just extended this pole up. Let me show you that real quick. It's just a friction fit. I can't really see what I'm doing right now. And then that just fits right there. Easy peasy. Seriously, this guy is super easy to install. Now I'll just remove all that, and that won't get in the way of our countertops whenever they get installed. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video on how to install a Lazy Susan in a corner cabinet. This video is part of a larger series that I'm doing on how to build and install your own kitchen cabinets. It's a very, honestly, easy process, and we will have a set of plans available for you to purchase, hopefully by the time this video is released. If those plans aren't available for some reason, there will be a link where you can sign up to be notified when those plans finally drop. Our next video in our series is installation of these base cabinets. I've covered in detail how to build our sink base, which is basically the foundational cabinet of your kitchen. All other cabinets are built basically the same way. Very detailed how to build a corner cabinet, because that's more complicated. And then our regular base cabinets, I did a video over this drawer bank to, again, just illustrate how that's done. And then once you know how to build these cabinets, you just adjust your width wider and narrower to do what you need to do. Next video up is going to be installing these. We're going to shim and mount them to all of our studs. And then we're going to move on to our upper cabinets. So if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. If you didn't like it, dislike it, tell me why. I'm fine with that. Anyway, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next week. Bye.